So next week, Jeremy and I are going on our first ever date. Just him and I. We're leaving at 7:45 p.m. and we're gonna get back at like midnight-ish. And Rosie is 7 months, over 7 months now, and we have never had her babysat before, except for like 20 minutes at a time, 30 minutes at a time. So tonight my mom came over to test out whether or not Rosie would be able to get to sleep with her. Unfortunately, her getting down without me isn't a thing that doesn't work. She really wants the Milkies, not from a bottle, absolutely straight from the source. But my mom is staying with her now because I should be able to put her down before we leave for our date. Now my mom is staying with her to see when she wakes up, does she fuss or is she okay with her? So far she woke up once and she fell right back asleep with my mom. So it's looking good. Looks like we're gonna be able to go on our first date ever, which is insane to me. In some ways I'm like, I can't believe that I went 7 months without like ever leaving her. That sounds impossible. And in another sense, I'm like, I can't believe I'm actually leaving her when she's only 7 months old. So duality there. Yeah, so far so good. And of course, I'm spying on them. Trista Fashion and Jeremy.
Hi.
Hello, hello. So it's officially date night. Jeremy and I haven't gone on a date since before I was pregnant. Not before I was pregnant, but since before I gave birth. And it is our first time ever leaving Rosie. The first time she'll ever really be babysat for anything more than like 20 to 30 minutes. So I'm feeling slightly nervous, but I also feel quite confident that everything's gonna go well because we have a pretty good plan. We did 2 tests before this. We realized that Rosie will not go down with anyone except for me, like initially to get to sleep. So I'm going to get her to bed, and then I have like steps for my mom to follow if she ends up waking up or fussing and everything, which might sound a little extreme, but I get nervous leaving Rosie, of course. So that's that. We also have our little camera set up, so if ever I want to like just check in just to like see her, not to like spy on them, but just to see her and feel like reassured that everything's okay, then I can always do that as well. So that is good in my opinion. It's gonna soothe my mind. I successfully pumped 2 4-ounce bottles, which was so hard. It took me 2 days just to get that, but I got it, so that's great. We're going to see Ziggy Alberts at the Jazz Fest here in Montreal. I haven't gone to the Jazz Fest since I was like 18 probably. Yeah, I'm wearing like a pretty dress and I'm excited to like have some one-on-one time with Jeremy. I feel like I don't even know what that's like anymore. I'm gonna finish getting ready now and have dinner before we leave.
Look, there's Rosie. Say hello, Rosie. Hi, my love. Where's Mama?
Honestly, I kind of miss her too. Kind of miss her a lot. I'm just thinking of her big little smile.
Don't make me cry more.
I'm sorry. I just keep telling myself, we'll just be gone for 2-3 hours. We'll be right back.
The situation is that I got her down to sleep, which was perfect because then I was like, she'll just stay asleep until we get back. But then as we were doing the switch for me to leave and my mom to go in, she woke up and was like super smiley and wide awake again. So then we had to decide, do we leave and go to the concert and just let my mom get her down, which like hasn't worked before, or do we just not go to the concert? And we decided to just, you know, like just do it, just go to the concert because we've never left her, and like at this point we'll never leave her, you know, because there'll always be a reason why, you know. So we're gonna get there late, like 40 minutes late about. And I don't think I ever want to go on a date ever again.
Unless she's there.
Unless she's with us. I feel like I'm gonna be sick.
I feel like we need to go maybe on a day date where like we know that she's awake and she has a wake window for like 3 hours, and then we'll go somewhere for like 3 hours.
Yeah.
You know? Like I feel like at nighttime it's harder, first of all, because we have like a routine of being all together at night.
Yeah.
And you know, we get more tired, so we get more like
Emotional
easier.
I'm not feeling good at all. I'm not having a good time at all.
I think maybe once we get there, once we get in the vibe, we might start feeling the mood. If anything, we'll leave a little earlier, you know? But I think maybe it's a good step in the right direction.
Maybe. I keep thinking like the best case scenario right now is if my mom, no, like Rosie is just playing and happy and stuff, and then eventually she starts getting fussy and like whiny, and my mom just picks her up, you know, gives her some milk, and then gives her the sus, and she just falls asleep in my mom's arms because she's so tired, and there's like not like minimal crying, because that's what she does when she's out with us, you know. Worst case scenario, she's crying nonstop, and we have to drive home like super quick, and I'm super stressed, and I'm crying, and she's crying, and think of my daughter crying for 30 minutes straight is like torture to me.
Well, that's a loving mother if I had seen one.
So Rosie, if you're older and you're watching this, just know that this was literally the hardest thing I've ever had to do as a mom.
So far.
So far. There's too many moments like this. I don't know if I can handle it. But I love you so much. Okay. Now my mom sent me an update, so I'm gonna go read that.
Okay, have fun, Rosie, with Grandmama.
Telling my mom that she can stay up until we get home if we want, like the baby, Rosie.
I'm actually looking inside the apartment because it's so interesting.
We're gonna be an hour late to the concert on top of everything. I've never regretted booking a concert so much in my life. Like $150 blown. Like I've just been crying. So stressful. Don't want to leave Rosie. Like I don't know. Regret. Like that's all I have to say is regret.
I think it's more like informative. Like maybe for the first times that we're going to be leaving Rosie for many hours, we should do it in a different type of time frame, you know?
Regret.
Oh man.
Not enjoying myself at all. Zero.
At all, eh?
0. Okay, so update.
We're still in traffic.
It's 9:21. The concert started at 8:30. So we're only gonna get there now at 9:40. So over an hour and 10 minutes after the concert started. So, and we don't even know how long the concert lasts. So if it finished at 10:30, like if we get there at 9:40, have to find parking and then walk to the place, we're probably gonna get in there at 10. If it finished at 10:30, we're there for 30 minutes.
Hey, if we get one song in, it's a win.
So at this point, we spent $110, put myself through months of stress for this day, and have possibly made our daughter cry a lot. For what? To sit in traffic for an hour.
And one song.
So,
Exciting. But hey, we discussed and we said, if anything, this is going to be a
learning curve or
learning experience, growth experience.
In the sense that, because we could go home now and make it home before Rosie has to go to bed, basically. But then it's like, next time if we want to go out, I'm gonna have to redo this all over again. It's gonna give me so much heartache, and like, right now we already left, we're already gone, we're already out of the house. Might as well just go through with it, and if everything goes well with Rosie and my mom tonight, at least like, that will be very relieving, you know? So that in the future, if ever she does get babysat again, it's not so stressful, you know? It's like, we're already halfway through it, let's just finish it, you know?
Agreed.
Yeah. So we'll keep you updated if we get to hear one song. If they even let us in at this point, like.
That's true.
I mean, they have to be paid.
Yeah, seriously, they're gonna let us in.
So update. We still haven't moved. ETA is now 10 o'clock. By the time we find parking, once we're at the Jazz Fest, which is going to be packed, and we get to the thing, it's gonna be 10:30 or 11. So at this point, it's not even worth it. So we're turning around and going home. And if Rosie's asleep by the time we get there, maybe we'll go for like a mocktail at the mall. Got a restaurant at the mall.
The mall. There's no mall.
It's just called. It's the mall.
Oh yeah, an outdoor mall.
Yeah. And if not, if Rosie's still
And
awake,
say it's
we're
like an adult, no kids zone.
for one
night.
mocktail. And if Rosie's still awake by the time we're close to home, we're just gonna go home and
Yes.
put her to sleep and watch our show.
There we go.
So that was, I think, the biggest fail
And waste of time.
ever. Like I said, $110 to sit in traffic, stress for months, and leave my baby to possibly cry. Honestly, Montreal should have to refund us at this point. Like, I hate Montreal. They have 4 lanes merging down to 1 lane.
And it's funny because
And there's
like,
a festival.
there's a festival, and it's funny because we're stuck in traffic and we're not moving whatsoever. We haven't been moving for the past 20 minutes. And there's a bus that's also stuck here, not moving. So don't you tell us, just take public transport. It's the same thing.
Yeah. So stupid. I hate Montreal. Honestly, I hate Montreal. Right now I'm not enjoying where we're living, like our actual building and everything. And I want to go to Iceland. I hate the weather here. I hate it. I hate the weather here. I want to go to Iceland. We'll update soon. Alright, final update. We decided to head home because we were only going to get there at like 10:30 and like find parking, get there, probably get in at 11, and then it ends at 11:30. So we decided, you know what, just go home. We're both tired. We're gonna get ice cream on the way home and just watch a show in bed with Rosie, like asleep in our arms.
Party!
So I think all in all, what I've learned from this is that I can't control things so much, especially as a parent. Like, anyone who knows me knows I'm like a bit of a control freak. Like, I like everything to happen like on time and exactly as I planned, and like being a parent has made me let go of that a lot. But tonight I felt like, I guess because we were going out just the two of us, I was really holding on to like, you know, like Rosie's gonna go to bed at like between 7 and 7:30. We're gonna leave at 7:30. We're gonna get there at 8:15, park the car, get in at 8:30, and then like it's gonna finish by 11:30. Then we're gonna come home and it'll be midnight, and everything's gonna go exactly like that. And obviously, like, there's things I can't control, like Jeremy said. So yeah, I was a bit in the wrong. But yeah, there's things I can't control, like the fact that we have a baby that's not gonna just go to bed at the exact time that I want the baby to go to bed at, and the fact that like traffic exists, and
Just life delays.
Yeah.
Walking into a room and baby decides, oh, I'm excited now.
Exactly. And you know, we often say that like with other people, and the fact that we have a baby, that we can't do like set times. We have to do like time frames. And I need to also apply that to myself and realize that set times don't work when you're a parent. So,
Yeah.
and by that I mean like when we make plans with other people, like we don't give set times, we give like time frames. That's what I meant.
Exactly. It's just a bit of a safer bet.
Yeah, so I think I have to do the same thing with myself. I think it was kind of dumb to book a concert just because I knew that like my anxiety would still probably be bad, and like I didn't know how everything would turn out, and I kind of had a feeling it wasn't going to go great, so I kind of felt stupid for booking the concert. But anyways, you live and you learn.
Yeah, it was a good try, Ella.
Yeah.
It's a good try. I think it gave us some good information on, you know, how Rosie is when we're not around for a good little while,
Yeah.
and we'll be using that for next adventure.
During the day. Okay, now my mom texted me, I think, so I'm going to check that. Now I'm nervous that maybe she's crying a lot.